The little grays were not a species. They were laboratory products. They're intelligent, and they're capable, and they've been designed to accomplish a great deal, and they use them, and we see them all over the place, and they grab us and study us, they evaluate us, they take samples from us. It scares the hell out of people. Anybody who's been abducted, who can remember it at all? Most people don't remember.
Every single case, we came out with a scenario which was exactly like the other scenarios. They're taken into a craft, a landed UFO, put on a table, clothes are removed. They seem to have no will or no ability to resist. They are then physically examined. The descriptions of the procedures, what follows what kinds of things happened, are extremely similar. Samples are taken during that time, sometimes blood samples, but often skin scrapings, and very often sperm and ova samples.
They came right in, not through a ship, but just came right in through the window. There were 3 beings here with really oversized heads. Did not see their features, but I saw it very vividly.
And then I don't know whether she flew or what, but she sure came across the bed fast, right up to my face. And steered right like this.
And how close was this guy to you? Very close. It was a being of some type. Just staring at me with its eye. And it just stares right into me. And I grow colder and colder. I feel shaky.
I began screaming. The minute I did, the eyes on these things lit up and they came charging across the field.
A sort of silvery gray entity said to look into his eyes. As I looked into his eyes, they flared up a bright cerulean blue, just a bright sky blue. And I just got absolutely lost into these gorgeous blue eyes, just completely sucked into them.
Most try to escape, only to find themselves paralyzed, unable to move or even scream.
They're numbing everything. They're not just making you immobile. They put you almost in like a comatose state.
And what woke me up was a sound that I won't try to replicate right now because I don't think it would do it justice, but it was a humming vibration, maybe like a wah, wah, wah. It was unlike anything else that I had heard before.
I felt this energy go through me. It's like nothing I've ever experienced before in my life. It was like some sort of low-level frequency that came in waves, but it was so dense that I could actually physically feel it going through my body. And that feeling absolutely terrified me.
The next thing I knew was I was in a beam of light. And as I was in this beam of light, I instantaneously became aware of all of the spaces that exist in all of my cells. So as well as being aware of this corporealness, as well as being aware of this fleshly envelope, I seem to simultaneously be aware of all of the spaces and all the gaps that exist between not only my cells, but even at a molecular and an atomic level.
I think the most characteristic element is the perception of light. And the light seems to have a certain power in it.
And as I was going down to sleep, I thought, there's a blue light coming through.
I woke up. The light.
I wonder what that is. And I just went to sleep.
The light was very bright, very blue, very, very blue.
White light hits me in the forehead, and I find myself like paralyzed.
The light seems to contain within itself some kind of special energy that can move
the light comes and over the person.
Often they really do feel that their physical body is taken.
They feel they are being taken by the light.
They're not in the room anymore, and they are floated, is the word they usually use.
I remember sort of floating up out of my position in the bed and rolling over on the fingertips of these aliens. They floated me out of the bedroom, and through the kitchen, and down the hallway, and out the door.
I have memories of feeling myself very clearly, being floated out of the living room.
And then I felt myself being lifted up and out, and watched myself go through the French doors and through
onto the deck of our house.
They get taken up into some kind of a craft.
And then kind of being lifted up into the ship.
Up into the bottom of the ship that wasn't very far away.
I do remember the feeling of butterflies in my stomach and as if you were in a small plane that was going up and down and changing altitude.